lockdown was also in Austria a very difficult time for for the whole football world. Stays still, and we hope, especially here in Barnsley, we have a situation. Every single player is very happy to be back from this boring situation in the lockdown, and everyone is happy to be back, and also looking forward, very very optimistic that we can begin in the next few weeks to play football. And I think for me, for my whole staff, and for my players, is this a nice situation. Come back step by step. Last week we train in groups. This week we have team training together, and I think this is right now a good feeling for everyone. And we are. Every single player is healthy. The measures behind from the EFL is not so easy, but be very strict and very disciplined in all the measures. And I hope we can go in the next time without virus in the restart situation. And I hope, we can make a big surprise with my boys and my whole team. Yeah.
What have you seen from the players so far? How have they handled being away from each other for 10 weeks and then returning to training?
Yeah, I think the situation was very difficult for every single player, but everyone make a very good job in this time. Every single player get the individual trainings program with strengthness and work in the endurance. And I think between there we make yoga, funny situation for the players. And we exchange via phone, via WhatsApp, via Zoom. We stay, I think, 1 or 2 times in the week together in the Zoom. And I think we made the best in this situation. And I'm very happy when I look my boys right now. I think everyone make a professional job in the lockdown. Yeah? And I can see in the training session, especially today, we have a very nice training with high intensity, and I think with a good quality. Yeah, I think the players use the time in the lockdown, and I can see from the physical situation is okay. What we need right now is training together, team training, and that we can bring the right intensity when we go in the restart.
The championship is due to restart in 2 weeks, June 20th. Is that too soon?
I think the situation is very difficult, and I think this is difficult for my players. Also, bring the players in the right situation to play in a high intensity and high quality football, what we know from the history. But I think we have another situation, and we must bring a high creative situation from the staff to the players. And I think it's possible to bring the players in this short time in a good level. Yeah? It's not optimal, but I think we can create a good team on the 20th of June, and I hope we are ready when we begin. And when I see my boys, they have a very high motivation, and we want to play football, and I think this is very important. And every team have the same situation. It's not only a Barnsley situation; it's the whole championship teams. Must make a very good job in this 2.5 weeks, and I think yes, we can do it. We believe we can bring a very good team on the start on the 20th of June.
I believe you've not had any positive COVID tests. Some other clubs have. you haven't so far. How reassuring has that been for yourself and for the players and for the staff?
Yeah, I think this is our challenge. I think we very disciplined with all the measures. Our environment is very safe. I think Barnsley Stadium, our training field, is one of the safest places in England, and we work strict in these measures. And I hope that we, that we have a little luck, that we come with slalom through the next weeks, and I hope we don't get infection. This is we need a little luck also in this case, I think so.
The owners at Barnsley have written to the EFL saying that they will not passively accept relegation that could cost millions of pounds, especially with 3 clubs facing disciplinary hearings that could lead to points deduction. Do you share the sentiments of the owners? And will the integrity of the league come into question if those charges involving those 3 clubs are not resolved before the end of this season?
Yeah, I share the opinion from the owners, but I think for me, for my whole staff, is very important that we don't lose energy in ways what we have no influence. I think the most important thing for me, like a manager, is that we bring a good focus, a good concentration in the next time, and especially in our situation, it's very, very important that we have a clear plan, a high self-motivation, and a very good plan. And when I think always what is fair, what is not fair, I think this is not helpful for me and not helpful for my team. We have a big goal to stay in the league, and we need every energy on this way. And the whole situation about coronavirus is for every club, for the league, for the government, a big challenge. And I think in this world we must give the best what we can. And sometimes the league make mistakes, the players make mistakes, the staff. I think we are only human, not more. And I think when I see all, then everyone will make the best. Yeah? And I think for me, it's very, very important. Good focus, good concentration, and in the end, I hope good results that we can stay in the league.
How easy is it to not be distracted by that and to focus on the games? Because at any moment between now and July, there may be an announcement where suddenly your situation in the Championship is majorly improved.
Yeah, it's not so easy, but we are professionals, and I think this is my responsibility. Make a professional job in my responsibility world. Yeah, and I think especially when we stay on the field and speak about tactical things or physical things, yeah, the players very concentrated. Yeah. Outside, away from the stadium and from the training field, when they speak about the situation with promotion or relegation, it's okay. Yeah, but when we come in the stadium, when we go on the training pitch, I think, and that is what I can see the last few days, the players have a high focus, a big fun to play football, and this is, I think, the most important thing at the moment.
Final question on this: although you are focusing on it, how important is it that English football retains its integrity and that it gets these decisions right in the right timescale?
Yeah, I think the integrity is always in sports the highest level. Yeah, and I think we have all the responsibility that we have a high integrity in case of football. I think it's very, very important that the football come back, that we have the games for behind closed doors. The situation is not easy to play behind closed door. The atmosphere is like scary, but this is our big chance to come back step by step. We have the chance. When we look the Germany, the Bundesliga, I think they make a professional job in Germany, and this is the first step to come back in the normal football life. And I think, also for England, it's very, very important to come back to play football. And we hope in the end that in the next few months we have spectators in the stadium. This is, I think, in England, the emotion to play football. This is especially in England, and when the England teams play behind closed doors, this is not my football world. But in this situation, we have to do, and we will come back step by step. And I think for England, very, very important to play, finish the games, the 9 final games, and in the end, we have hopefully a situation with a champion, with promotion teams, and also we have a fair relegation situation. I hope for that.
Alex Mowatt extended his contract by another season not so long ago. How pleased were you with that news? And what have you seen from Alex Mowatt during your time at the club so far?
Yeah, I told other medias for a few days that Alex is a very important player for me and for the whole team. I think he's the face from Barnsley FC, and I think with his experience, we have a lot of players, young players, big talents, and I think we need 1, 2, 3 leaders in the team. And Alex is, I think, a role model in the team, especially when I see him with his professional work every day in the training. He's an absolutely professional player and a role model for the young talents, and he's very, very important for me, for the whole team, and also for the results in the next few weeks. And I hope that we can bring a long-term contract with him, and he stay a long time here in Barnsley.